Welcome back to another episode of my Georgia Dynasty, and we are going to be starting year two today. We'll be taking on Oklahoma State in this game, so we will preview that. We'll take a look at what I've done with recruiting. I've shrunken the at least the guys we're looking at here down to 22. Kind of trying to look for people in basically every situation, every position, but we're mainly going after positions of need, and that'll be our big focus. But going after a couple of big dogs as well, just across the entirety of the country. But yeah, year two, we'll take a look at kind of how I have things set up here. We'll be rolling with a new starting quarterback this year. Is Gunnar Stockton will be the starter here for the Dogs. Redshirt junior, hasn't gotten to play a whole lot, but did take some snaps last year. Is a better athlete than Carson Beck is, but doesn't have quite as strong an arm. But accuracy and everything's in a pretty decent spot. The deep ball is going to be a weakness for him for sure. Maybe the thing that kind of holds him back. We'll have Ryan Puglizny operating as the backup, currently trying to redshirt Kevin Vernon. I think that, whenever Stockton leaves, I think the Puglizny-Vernon battle is going to be insane. But yeah, trying to redshirt Vernon, if push comes to shove, could maybe operate some packages with him with that speed. But I think we'll be just fine with what we have here up top. Running back, getting ETN back is obviously huge. You'll have Branson and Roderick both operating behind him the majority of the time. Right now, not planning on redshirting Tavares Tobias or Glenn Easy. Would like to give both these guys some playing time. Maybe see a little bit of Chauncey Bowens. But I think being able to use Glenn Easy some in the passing game almost strictly as a freshman, while using Tobias just at certain times to get a similar look to what we have here between the Robinson guys. But Tobias is an excellent athlete, and I see him as kind of the future of this backfield for sure. And just to kind of let you know, my overall game plan is probably more running than we did last year. I think Stockton is going to be really good like in the short passing game, but I am worried about that deep accuracy. We'll see how much that kind of changes things going forward. Here at wide receiver, you do see we could use Vernon technically at wide receiver, and he would be solid. But going to run with Dylan Bell at the 1. Anthony Evans listed as the number 2. London Humphreys will be operating out of the slot. Nitro Tuggle is currently wide receiver 4. Fernando Cantrell is the one freshman that I am trying not to redshirt, as I am trying to redshirt Boyce and Dexter Dallas. But I think Cantrell, with his speed and his size, I think is a guy that, if push came to shove, we could use this year. But not expecting a lot of playing time for him. I think it's going to definitely be this big 3 with Nitro Tuggle getting some work as well. At tight end, I know I talked about it. Thinking about using Riddell maybe as the lead tight end if Delp would have left. But Lucky had a really nice offseason. Got a big boost to his rating, so I am rewarding him by leaving him in as tight end 2 right now. But this will be the passing game is definitely going to funnel through Oscar Delp. Left tackle, we have Ernest Green back. At left guard, we have Micah Morris starting as a redshirt senior, excellent player. We'll have Jared Wilson still operating as a starting center. Just think I know the overall is not pointing this out because Bobo is like a better athlete, has better physical attributes, but Wilson's a much better run blocker, and the pass blocking is pretty much the same. So rolling with him over Bobo. Right guard, we'll have Kelton Smith Jr. and Michael Uini, kind of out of nowhere, is taking over this the right tackle starting spot. Really expected it to be Hewley, but Uini was the one that made the big jump, so we're going to roll with him there. Left end, back with Kristen Miller. Got Jordan Hall going to operate as our right end. Defensive tackle will be Jamal Jarrett. Outside linebacker here will be Jalen Walker again. We'll have Raylan Wilson. I updated all this. I don't know why it's not saving. But anyway, so we'll have Raylan Wilson and Bowles with C.J. Allen being the third guy. Again, they're all very similar, but I want the speed of Wilson there. And we will have Damon Wilson operating as our other outside linebacker. At corner, same as last year, Everett, Humphrey, Robinson, Harris, and Peel is our top 5. At free safety, we are going to have KJ Bolden starting there. We're going to have Aguero start at strong safety, and I will be using Pope as our Pope as the backup safety at both of these spots. Naylor's probably going to get a chance to play a little bit, but yeah, wanted to keep Aguero here. He's a better run defender than Bolden is. I think he's a better fit at strong safety. And yeah, wanted to get Bolden on the field. Time to let the guy eat. Woodring is back at kicker. Thorson back at punter. I'll be using Nitro Tuggle and Anthony Evans as our 2 kickoff return guys. Want to get Tuggle more involved after him not playing much this past year, and Evans being such a focal point of the offense. Want to make sure I'm keeping him healthy. Third down running back, obviously it's going to be a mix and match of guys, but as of right now, I actually have Easy here as the second guy to come off in these passing situations, but obviously the main guy out of the backfield catching the ball for us is going to be ETN. Move Roderick Robinson up to the power halfback there. In the slot, again, going to be London Humphreys operating here. I want to have Evans as that outside speed guy. Left in, I got to fix this because it is all messed up. Got Raylan Wilson. They want to use him as a pass rusher. He's got a super high overall, so he could make it work, but we're not going to do that. Damon Wilson on that side. That looks good. Yep. Kristen Miller operating as our rush defensive end again after an outstanding season. And then let me make sure I have Raylan Wilson and Bowles as our top 2 guys there. Slot corner will be Ellis Robinson after an All-American campaign. But yeah, so we'll take a look at Oklahoma State. They were a playoff team this past season. We're starting off with a road trip against them. I'll simulate through week 0. We'll take a look at the scores, and then we'll just hop right into the game after that. And we'll see if we can see how the new starting quarterback, Gunnar Stockton, looks. But Oklahoma State going to be operating with Garrett Rangel as their starting quarterback. Don't know how much he played last year. He has not played at all, so kind of a tough start for them. They had Ollie Gordon is gone, so they have Trent Howland, Quentin Edwards, number 89. It's a little interesting for a running back. Darion Trish and Zach Herbasek. There's their top running backs. Not anybody with any major speed, but a lot of, couple of big body guys here at the top with a more physical look. They have Talent Shetron here as wide receiver 1, Dejon Stribling. Here's the number 2, Gavin Freeman, Cameron Hurd, Tyke Andrews, and Trey Griffiths. We have the other Shetron brother here in Tabry Shetron. So you have Talon and Tabry Shetron. Bryce Drummond and George Huerta as their top 3 tight ends. You have Jacob Sexton, a solid left tackle. Jack Endine, an okay left guard. Jacoby Sanders is a nice sophomore center for them. They have Davis Dotson at right guard. Noah McKinney at right tackle. So a pretty solid offensive line all the way across. Let's move over to the defense. You have Landon Dean at left end. He is backed up by Gregory Foltz. Jaleel Johnson is a starter here at right end, ahead of Nathan Montana and Deshaun Brown. Aiden Kelly is operating as their defensive tackle. Not a great athlete, but a big body guy there. Justin Kirkland, very, very slow, but 345 pounds at 6'3". 2 tough guys there in the middle. Have Dominic Ibikiti, a true freshman. Looks like he's going to be starting at left outside linebacker. We'll see how much he plays. Kevin Joseph, another true freshman behind him. And Larry McLeod. So 3 true freshmen is all they have over here at left outside linebacker. In the middle, the star of the defense is Nick Martin, going to be one of the better linebackers in the country. Gabe Brown at middle linebacker behind him. Gunnar Wilson as the 3rd. Right outside linebacker, we have Ike Asinwune, Demarius Gathers, and James Pryor. Decent enough players, but nothing stand out. As we move over here to cornerback, we have DeKelvian Beeman as their CB1, Cam Smith at 2, Jacoby Oliphant as their 3rd, and Willie Nelson as their 4th, with Javon Thomas rounding out their top 5. You have Taiwan Ray Jr. at free safety ahead of Cameron Epps and Raymond Gay. You have Kendall Daniels at strong safety ahead of Ty Williams. And their kicker is Logan Ward, solid guy, and Hudson Kayak, Cock, as he paused at punter. So I just kind of wanted to take a glance. I haven't done this yet. Take a look at kind of where any Georgia players may be ranked from like a national level. As we see, Caleb Downs is the #1 overall player in the country at a 98 overall. Antoine Wells is starting off the year as the top favorite for the Heisman Award. Ruben Bain, great player. Nicholas Singleton is also a top end Heisman guy. Yeah, we'll take a look. Quarterback, Noah Fafita. Klubnik's also a Heisman favorite, at least to begin the season. Peyton Stone, okay. Nobody there. ETN is currently ranked as the #2 running back. And shout out to the Tulane Dynasty. Mekhi Hughes right now is #3 running back. Wide receiver, definitely a group of guys ahead of any of ours. Look at Jeremiah Smith already that high up. Wow. Tight end, Oscar Delp is farther down than I thought he would be. Left tackle, Ernest Green. Figured he would be high. He is. Micah Morris tied for the top guard. Let's see. Got Drew Bobo. It's not actually our starter, but 2 high-end centers. Let's see. Kelton Smith, pretty high up there. Right tackle should be a little bit farther down for Uini, and there he is right there. Left end, we have Kristen Miller, heck of a ball player, had a hell of a season. Jordan Hall is the 2nd highest rated right end defensive tackle, our top guy. Jamal Jarrett's a little bit farther down. Left outside linebacker, Damon Wilson's very high up. Middle linebacker, you'll have several guys, Bowles, C.J. Allen, Rayleigh Wilson, all those guys towards the top. Right outside linebacker, Jalen Walker comes in as the 4th highest ranked outside linebacker. Over here at quarterback, our top guy, Julian Humphrey and Dalen Everett, are a little bit farther down. Free safety, Aguero, but he's technically our strong safety. Bolden will be a little bit farther down. And then at strong safety, we technically have Aguero working there. I'm going to use the restroom right quick, and we will advance. I'll use the restroom while it's advancing. But we'll jump to, we'll get things going. Be right back. Sorry about that, guys, as we are now back. This is kind of an overarching look at the recruiting board. It's almost it's 22 players is in total what I have listed. So we at least made it through the first 20 cuts of players here. Let's see if there's just anything I need to really do here that should not be. Leonard in a good spot. Made a big jump from McGinnis. He's the #1 running back in the country. I'm trying to go after him, but I'll look at that off screen. Let's take a look at the top 25 scores. We'll go back to week 0. We had Notre Dame taking down Syracuse in an all-time shootout, 49-47. Washington over Middle Tennessee State, 38-13. USC upsets Ole Miss and Antoine Wells 38-14. Probably means it was not a great day for Antoine, for Juice Wells, if I had to imagine. Washington State gets beat by New Mexico State. Had Kansas over Fresno State, UMass over Kent State, Stanford over Hawaii. And actually, I said I was going to look at it off camera, but we'll end up jumping through to check the scores after this game. So let me just take a glance, see if there's anything I want to change. We're up big on this top guy at quarterback. Made a big push for McGinnis here. Trailing a little bit on Hart, but I'll leave that alone for right now. McNulty, we jumped up big. Denopoli, okay. Looking good for both those guys. Big jump here for Goodwell. Really excited about potentially bringing him in. Outside offensive tackle, good there. Okay. Looks like there's no real reason to change anything right now, which is a good sign. We're already kind of being out on him. Looks like Oklahoma's really pushing hard for him. We'll leave it for right this second, though. Cornerback, yep, he's getting a big look there, and a strong safety. Okay, yeah, at least looking okay for the guys that I really needed. But yeah, we're playing this game in Las Vegas. It's the game of the week, top 10 matchup. We're coming at number 1. Oklahoma State is number 2. Let's take a look at their uniforms. See if we can maybe give them that's what I wanted. I wanted the all black. So we'll roll with that for them. And we're, of course, just rocking our usual default away jerseys. But this is game 1 of year 2. Obviously won a national title in year 1, but things really kind of start taking, shape as far as the dynasty in year 2. As you start getting, more of your own players, you're getting more into the depth of the base roster. So really excited to see how things change. We got a new starting quarterback, Gunnar Stockton, making his first ever start here in a big environment, in a neutral site game, all the way out in Las Vegas. Big opportunity for him. Excited to see if we can get some of these young guys involved. I really do want to play a lot of these freshmen. I have 45 freshmen on the roster. So probably not going to be redshirting as many people. But yeah, top 10 matchup, neutral site game, the Vegas at kickoff. Very lucky to get invited to do this, and I'm excited for it. And Georgia is going to start off with the ball. Oklahoma State kicks it off, and we are underway in year 2. And Nitro Tuggle is going to get the kickoff and gets tackled down at the 14. We see Coach Brown 15-1 in year 1 with a national title. Let's see how Georgia decides to get things going to start off the 2025 season. Gunnar Stockton under center, comes out in a bunch set. Why not hand it off to the best running back coming back in college football, ETN. Big first carry. Takes that one for 17 yards. Let's see what I maybe want to do here. And on just a second play from scrimmage, we see freshman running back Glenn Easy in the backfield. Easy takes it. He's going to get the pass. Gets a little blocking. Easy takes that up for a gain of 7. Georgia said they were going to try to utilize a whole bunch of these different backs here early on. Is now the third play from scrimmage. We see the third back in the game. It is Roderick Robinson. Robinson takes the carry, able to get around the defender. He jukes out. Does get tackled down there by Taiwan Ray and Kendall Daniels. Georgia moving early in this one, though. Gunnar Stockton takes the snap. Gunner's going to scramble out this time. Probably could have dumped it off to Roderick, but does get a gain of 6 there. That's definitely the different look that you are going to get from Stockton in comparison to Beck. Now it's a 3 wide receiver bunch set to the right. Gunnar Stockton takes the snap. He's going to try to loft this one to London Humphreys. London Humphreys gets hit as he tries to catch it. Kendall Daniels there. It is now sets up a 3rd and 4. Now 3 wide receivers and ETN to his left. Gunnar Stockton sends Anthony Evans, the speedster, in motion. He's going to get this ball out to Evans. Evans gets the block he needs. Gains 5 when needed 4, and that's a first down for Georgia. Probably going to take things slow with Stockton, as we see Glenn Easy out there on this snap. Stockton going to try to dump that off to Evans. Evans tackled there for just a gain of 7. And now, for the first time in his Georgia career, Tobias is in at running back. He gets the carry. Takes it up for a short gain of 4 there. Tavares Tobias, a 5-star recruit. Georgia was extremely excited to get him. ETN back out there now on this 3rd down. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to dump it over to London Humphreys. Humphreys has got some room. He gets tackled there from behind by Daniels. Georgia keeping things going right now. It's a first down inside the red zone for the first time this year. Stockton, it's a handoff to ETN. ETN able to get around the first 2 defenders and does get 2 yards there on that play. ETN dealing with some injuries here on this opening possession, unfortunately. So Georgia has now worked 5 running backs out onto the field. Branson Robinson. Branson's going to get a carry, takes it up the field, runs hard, gains 9 when he needed 8. It's 1st and goal. Georgia looking to score their first touchdown of the season. See what play Georgia wants to run here. Three wide receiver set. Roderick Robinson back out in the backfield. Gunnar Stockton takes the snap. It's a carry to Roderick. Roderick tries to bounce it inside. Gets tackled out down at the 3. On that run. Georgia sends their man in motion. It's a screen pass to Bell. Bell gets into the end zone, and Georgia scores a touchdown on their opening drive. A quick 6-0 start for this Georgia offense, and Gunnar Stockton gets his first touchdown of the season, and it goes to senior wide receiver Dylan Bell. Really nice all-around drive there for Georgia. Converted several 3rd downs. Ran the ball well. Got all 5 running backs involved already in this game. Woodring's first extra point of the season is up, and it is good. Georgia is up 7-0. A 13-play drive to start things off. Dorsey's kickoff is away. A lot of things are going to be the same here for this Georgia defense, but there are definitely some changes and new guys to look out for. KJ Bolden at free safety and replacing Malachi Starks. You'll see more snaps from Damon Wilson. Jamal Jarrett's a first-time starter. Troy Bowles is looking as if he will be the number 2 linebacker, replacing Small Mondon after he graduated. And it's going to be a handoff here to Howard to start things off for the Cowboys. Oklahoma State now comes out in a 2 tight end pistol set. It is going to be a pass. The first of the first in a while here for Rangel, who did not get a pass attempt last year, making his first career start. And no, that is not a tight end in the backfield. That is actual running back Quentin Edwards. It's a 3 wide receiver set. And he is going to get swarmed. Damon Wilson and Jalen Walker get the sack party started on the first 3rd down of the season. Oklahoma State will have to punt. And the punt is away. Nitro Tuggle back to receive it. Tuggle gets across midfield, and Georgia will start there. Gunnar Stockton back out here in this bunch, 2 tight end set. And it is going to be a carry to ETN. ETN tries to bounce it outside, gets tackled there after a gain of 3. It's now a 2 tight end bunch set out of the shotgun. Gunnar Stockton takes the snap. He's going to get that over to Lucky. The pass is completed. Gain of 6 there, makes it a 3rd and 1. Let's see what Georgia decides to do here. Georgia's going to come back under center here. Got Tobias in the backfield. It's going to be a carry to the 5-star freshman who takes it just enough for the first down there. Did show some good burst to get outside on that play. Tobias has looked good in camp. He has looked like the real deal. Georgia wants to get him and Easy involved. It's a 3 wide receiver set. Stockton takes the snap. He gets hit right as he tries to release it to get that ball away. Nick Martin on the pass rush there.
Okay, ready? 42 Spider.
Gunnar Stockton tries to get that one out to Delp. Delp is immediately tackled. Good read on that play by DeKelvy Beeman. It's a 3rd and 9 for Georgia. Three wide receiver set. Gunnar Stockton, his first real 3rd and long as a starter. He takes the snap. He's going to get that out to Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell makes a nice first down grab there. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Georgia's had the ball all but 3 offensive plays. Oklahoma State had a bad start to this one. Georgia again driving down here right now in Cowboys territory. It's now an empty set. Gunnar Stockton here on the 1st and 10. He takes the snap. They get it out to Evans. Evans unable to get much going there before he is tackled by Daniels. 3 catches, just 12 yards for Evans so far. It's now a 3 wide receiver set. Glenn Easy in the backfield with Stockton. Easy in motion. They set up the tight end screen. Oscar Delp has got blocking. Oscar Delp is going to score. Get the party started, young man. Georgia now up multiple scores. They've had 2 offensive drives with Gunnar Stockton at quarterback and have gotten 2 passing touchdowns from Gunnar Stockton to 2 seniors in Dylan Bell and Oscar Delp. Woodring's kick is up as good. It is 14-0. Dogs over the Cowboys right now. Thorson here kicks it away. And that one was taken for a touchback, and Oklahoma State get things started here. And it is an RPO. Pass from Rangel out to his receiver. Gain of 4 or so, 5 on that play. That was Freeman on the catch. Rangel hands it off to Howard, who gets met immediately up the middle. Kristen Miller and Jordan Hall. 3rd and 6. Got Edwards in the backfield. Send a wide receiver in motion here. That's going to be a pass out, and he is immediately tackled by Bowles. Catch did go to Shetron, the tight end, but he's immediately tackled, and Oklahoma State will have to punt it away again. This Tuggle will be back here to take this punt. He does get up past the 30 before he is brought down at the 32. Georgia now back out on offense. It's a 2 tight end set. Delp and Lucky in, 2 wide receivers to the left. This is going to be a carry to Branson. Branson up the field, gets across midfield. Excellent blocking on that play. Nice patience displayed as well. Big carry for Branson. Now a 3 wide receiver set. London Humphreys gets sent in motion, and it's a pass, a little touch pass to him. London Humphreys able to get inside the defender. Just a huge play there. Excellent stick skills for London Humphreys on that play. Georgia now comes out in a 3 wide receiver set again. Roger Robinson in the backfield. They get the screen pass to Evans. Evans not able to get much going again there. It does gain 4. So far, they've done a really nice job of corralling Evans. Georgia's tried to get him involved in a couple of different ways here. Gunnar Stockton with the short passing game has been looking good. It's a carry to ETN. ETN does get wrapped up there by Demarius Gathers, but it sets up a 3rd and 2. Three wide receiver set here. Gunnar Stockton takes the snap. He's going to try to get that over to Evans. Evans makes the catch. 5th catch of the day, just for 30 yards, but yeah, as long as you're being involved in the passing game. 3 wide receivers to the left. Gunnar Stockton's going to hand this off to ETN. ETN tries to utilize his speed. Gets wrapped up there on a short gain. Now a bunch set to the right. Stockton out of the shotgun. He takes the snap. He tries to dump it, but gets hit right as he tries to set up the screen there. Going to be a 3rd and goal from the 5. And it's now an empty set for Gunnar Stockton. He takes the snap. Gunner's going to scramble out to his left. Can he beat the men? He does. And Gunnar Stockton runs it in, shows off the athleticism. And Georgia putting it on Oklahoma State here midway through the 2nd quarter. Kick is up and it is good. 21-0 Georgia. 3 offensive possessions, 2 passing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown from Gunnar Stockton, who is looking the part early in this one. Does that kickoff attempt get brought out by Josh Incombe, but he's tackled down at the 15. Rangel. This Oklahoma State offense has looked very overmatched with no more Ollie Gordon, just a gain of 2 there on that carry for Howard. Now we see Edwards comes out. Rangel, 3 wide receiver set, and he does end up handing this ball off to Edwards. Sets up a 3rd and 5. He is a gigantic running back, at least it looks like it. Wide receiver sent in motion. Rangel gets time and makes a great pass to the wide receiver, Shetron. Not to be mistaken with his brother at tight end. Oklahoma State with the big 1st down there. Sends his man in motion. It is a touch pass, and that is swarmed as Freeman had nowhere to go there. Georgia gets a tackle for loss there from Jalen Walker. Rangel with a 4 wide receiver look here. Takes the snap, and it is a carry. And he is wrapped up. just a gain of 3. It's a 3rd and 8. A little over 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Rangel in the shotgun. He takes the snap. They try to set up the screen to Howard. He is tackled after a gain of 6. And Oklahoma State will have to punt it right after this 2-minute warning. That punt was terrible. Georgia get the ball in just outstanding field position again here. Gunnar Stockton, empty set, takes the snap. That is an awful pass over to London Humphreys. Knocked away. Wide receiver set, easy, sent in motion. And it's an easy completion to him. Easy, not able to make a play there. A gain of 2. It's a 3rd and 8 now. See what Georgia tries to dial up here on a 3rd and 8. Stockton takes the snap. They get pressure to him. He just drops it off to ETN. And for the first time this season, Georgia is going to have to punt. Thorson gets the punt away. That'll be called for a fair catch by Incoon. Oklahoma State gets some points on the board here for the end of this first half. Rangel takes the shotgun snap, and they set up a screen to Howard. But it does not really work out as he is grabbed in the backfield by Kristen Miller. Just could not get disengaged from his own blockers there. 2nd and 12, just over a minute left in this first half. Rangel tries to scramble out, and he is sacked by Damon Wilson. Oklahoma State decides to hurry it up here. It's 3rd and 12. Georgia unsure if they're going to run this clock down. They're going to call a timeout. See if they can get a 3rd down stop and force the punt. The hurry up kind of had Georgia confused there. So it is now a 3rd and 12. Howard in the pistol set behind Rangel. And it is going to be a carry to him. And he is immediately tackled by Kristen Miller. Georgia will call a timeout. Little over 30 seconds left here. Again, they're up 21-0. Do have one more timeout to work with. That punt is away. Tuggle unable to make a play there. Now a 3 wide receiver set for Stockton. He's going to try to lob this one to Evans. That ball is out of bounds, though. Again, not a strength at all of Gunnar Stockton as those deep passes might be a bit of a hindrance to Anthony Evans here in year number 2. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to dump this one to Evans. Evans doesn't do anything. It's going to set up a 3rd and 4. And I believe that Georgia is just going to let this clock run out. 3 wide receivers. They take the snap. They run a draw to ETN just in case he can make a play. He does get the 1st down. And no more. Georgia goes into halftime up 21-0 here to start the 2025 campaign in this neutral site game against Oklahoma State. Georgia's been very, very balanced on offense. Already gotten 14 first downs. They have struggled on a couple of deep passing shots that was so big towards the latter half of the 2024 season. But Stockton otherwise has looked good. He's been accurate on the short to intermediate stuff, gotten their players involved in the short passing game. A lot of the running backs have gotten utilized. Gunnar Stockton has showed off his wheels on a rushing touchdown as well. Thorson kicks it away. Income likely to take a knee, and he does for a touchback to start the second half. Georgia's defense has looked good. Oklahoma State has not been able to run the ball. A couple of nice passes from Rangel, but nothing has been consistent at all. Sends Shetron in motion, then to get it back out to him on the RPO, and he is tackled down by Dalen Everett, who returned after an outstanding junior season. Had 5 interceptions, took 3 of them back for touchdowns. This is going to be a carry. Nice, decent run there. Does not get to the first down, though. It is now 3rd and inches. Still have Edwards out there with Rangel in the hurry up. And it is a run to Edwards, who gets a nice hole on that one. Tackled down by Aguero and Julian Humphrey. RPO gets it out. Tackled down by Humphrey. That catch goes to Stribling. Pistol set. Edwards still in the backfield. And it's going to be a read option look. He is wrapped up by Aguero. 3rd and 5. Can Oklahoma State get this 3rd down conversion? He tries to dump it off. That ball is intercepted by Dalen Everett. Again, had 5 interceptions last year. Gets his first of the 2025 campaign. Georgia, Stockton, first play of this drive is a handoff to ETN, who gained 6 on that carry. 7 carries here in this opening matchup for ETN. Again, one running back of the year last year had a phenomenal second half to really push for that award. ETN gets another carry there. Gain of 4, does not quite get the first down, though. And we see Tavares Tobias, the 5-star running back, comes out on the field. And he's going to get the carry, and Tobias with a lot of burst there on that play. He looks, I'm telling you, he looks and feels like a superstar. So much burst from him. Now we see Branson in the 2 tight end set. Branson gets a lot of good blocking. Takes that one for a gain of 8. Georgia utilizing a lot of running backs here in this season opener. 3 wide receiver set. ETN gets the ball. ETN just a gain of 2 there. Does not get the first down. Three wide receiver set again this time. ETN gets the carry. Gets more than enough blocking. Gets to the 20. 10 carries, 52 yards for him in this opening matchup. Stockton and Georgia looking to put the dagger on this game. Stockton takes the snap. They try to set up a screen, but ETN is tackled down by Beeman as nobody could get a hand on him. Gunnar Stockton takes the snap. He's going to throw that to Dylan Bell, and Dylan Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the day. Excellent throw in the face of pressure from Stockton. And Dylan Bell says to put Oklahoma State to sleep. Oklahoma State has just been outmatched in this one. No other way to put it. Georgia up 28-0 now. Dorsey's kick is up and it is away. So Oklahoma State will start off this drive at their own 16-yard line. Can Rangel and this offense get anything going? That is a play action, and he just dumps it off to the tight end, Shetron. Just a gain of 1. Rangel has only really attempted like 1 pass of any significance down the field, as that ball is almost intercepted by Ellis Robinson. But it's created an offensive situation where everything they're trying to do is just close to the line of scrimmage. They're not running the ball great. Now it's a 3rd and 9. That's a pass over the middle, and it is picked off by KJ Bolden. KJ with a nice stutter step there. Takes it to the 15. KJ Bolden in replacing Malachi Starks. Gets his first start. He gets his first interception of the campaign. It's an empty set here for Gunnar Stockton. He takes the snap. Got nowhere to go with the ball, just throw it away. Try to set up a screen there to Evans, it looked like. They covered it up well, though. This Georgia passing game has not been overly exciting, but it's been largely efficient, easy, in motion. They try to set up the tight end screen again. That does get to Delp. Delp takes that up for a gain of 9. Delp is dealing with a bit of pain right now. See if we can't give Delp a little bit of a rest. It's going to be an empty set here on this 3rd down. This is about where they were whenever Stockton scrambled for a score earlier. Takes the snap. Going to try to set it up. He dumps it. London Humphreys gets the feet in bounds. Stockton, the athleticism. Tried to make it look as if he was going to scramble. The 2 defenders bit on that motion and left London Humphreys on just a little shovel pass from Stockton. As we take a look, he just lofted it over their heads. London Humphreys able to keep his feet in bounds. It's a 5-touchdown day for Gunnar Stockton. 4 of them through the air, 1 on the ground. While the passing game hasn't been explosive, Stockton taking care of the football and putting points on the board. For a wide receiver set here for Rangel, as it is a handoff to Edwards, who gains 2 before he is wrapped up. Rangel getting swarmed. Damon Wilson is having a field day in this one. 3rd and 18. 2.5 sacks on the day for Damon Wilson. Had 3 all of last year. This is going to be an RPO out to Freeman. He is tackled in the backfield by Ellis Robinson, who was a freshman All-American last year. Just an outstanding football player. As this punt is away, Tuggle calls for the fair catch. Now the question becomes, how much more do you see of this starting offense for Georgia? Another drive maybe? 3 wide receiver set. It's a handoff to Etienne, who gets wrapped up in the backfield there, unfortunately. Now they come out under center. And it is a stretch play to Etienne, who gets a lot more blocking this time. A spin move and a juke, and Etienne is still going down the field. Nice carry for him there. It's a 3 wide receiver set. Etienne in the backfield. They get the ball out to Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell able to make the first defender miss. Dylan Bell's had an excellent first game here. 4 catches, 52 yards, has found the end zone twice.
Okay, ready?
Stockton has been accurate. Evans in motion. He gets that ball out to Evans. Evans gets up the field. Evans is going to get into the end zone here for a touchdown down the sideline. The 6th touchdown of the day for Gunnar Stockton. Anthony Evans gets into the end zone for the first time this season. Oklahoma State does not look like a top 10 team in the country in this one. I think that is going to do it for the starters, at least offensively. May get our first look of Ryan Puglisi. That is a hard tackle, a nitro tuggle. Says he wants to earn more snaps. We do keep the starting defense out on the field for Georgia. It's a play action pass. Nice throw over to Freeman, but it is knocked out of his hands, incomplete. Oklahoma State's offense has been horrific in this game. So credit to Georgia, but they also have just done nothing. As Jalen Walker sacks Rangel on that play. Rangel getting in the face of Jalen Walker, as Walker just tries to help him back to his feet. It's a 3rd and 15, probably the last snap of this 3rd quarter, assuming they get it off, and they don't. A 42-0 lead here in week 1. Georgia has blasted Oklahoma State, who are having as bad an offensive day as you pretty much can. They have 47 total yards of offense. I might have to jump it up to Heisman. I mean, this is but the last game I just played against Ohio State, you know, was just as good as any game that I've played. So I like this slider set. I don't know how much of it is just Oklahoma State not being very good, not having a good quarterback. We may play a couple more games, but I think we're getting close to having to move this up to Heisman. As Robinson takes the kick this time. Takes the punt. Is yes, we have gotten the backups have just automatically come in now for this Georgia offense, and we see Ryan Puglisi for the first time operating with 2 freshman wide receivers are out there. It's a carry to Branson. Branson, another good carry. I am definitely trying to redshirt Boyce. Puglisi, we're going to let him throw the ball a little bit here. He's going to have to get sacked to try to throw it away. 11-yard loss. Not a good first pass attempt there. But you know what? We got the young guy in here. Let's see what he can do. It's an empty set. Puglisi takes the snap. He's going to just try to loft this one down the field, and that's going to be intercepted. The first pass attempt of Puglisi's career is an interception. That was not at all where I wanted that ball to go. But so the first interception of the season for Georgia does not come from Gunnar Stockton. It comes from Puglisi's first pass, and that was not a great look there. Now we're seeing a different group of defenders out here as well. A lot of the backups now in the game. Rangel, empty set. He gets sacked again. Justin Williams getting involved. He got redshirted last year as a true freshman. Looks like he got involved on that sack there. Redshirt freshman, a super athlete. Good to see him getting his first look there. They're playing him a lot as a rush defender right now. Okay. Rangel takes the deep snap again. He's going to heave this one down, knocked away by Jake Pope. That pass attempt to Stribling. Oklahoma State going to have to punt after getting the interception off of Puglizny's pass. Kind of gotten away with a couple of potential roughing the punters here. And let's take a look, see if we can't get a couple of carries here for Tavares Tobias. 3 wide receiver look, Tuggle operating out of the slot. This is going to be a carry to Tobias. Gain a 6 there. He is dealing with, okay, well, we're going to take him back out of the game. Dealing with some major wear and tear for some reason on just a couple of carries. Bunch set, Ranson Robinson out there. Ranson trying to take the carry, gets a stiff arm on the first guy. He's going to lose 5 yards on that run. The offense has certainly not looked near as good with Puglizny out there. Small sample size, of course. Puglizny in the shotgun with Easy. Sends Easy in motion. They're just going to dump this off to Easy. Easy gets past the first defender. Takes that for a gain of 6. Puglizny gets his first career completion to gain of 7. But Georgia will punt it away here. Oh, I shanked that one. Okay, it worked out okay. Oh, Incoom able to make the first guy miss before he is tackled by Justin Williams. See with this second string defense, if they can get another stop here. Rangel is just being chased by everybody there. Does duck down. Nice scramble from him. That is a gorgeous pass over to Freeman from Rangel. Will Oklahoma State in this game with more than 100 yards of offense? That's a pass over the middle, and Jake Pope de-cleats Freeman on that play as it is knocked away. 4 wide set. Rangel takes the snap, dumps it off underneath. It's a decent little after the catch play there from Tyke Edwards. Oklahoma State trying to end this game with some points on the board. Howard in the backfield with Rangel. That ball almost jumped by Bowles, but it is completed. Rangel and this Cowboys offense putting together their first real drive of the game here. Rangel is a carry to Howard. Howard gets up the middle. Ooh, a nice broken tackle from C.J. Allen there. Rangel takes the snap. They try to set up a screen. Howard able to outrun C.J. Allen. He gets that outside inside the 10. Nice screen play. Allen tried to duck under it but was unsuccessful in doing so. Edwards now in the backfield. And Edwards gets the snap. Gets tackled by Raylan Wilson, who gets an additional snap here. Empty set. Rangel tries to dump it. I think that is going to be, it's a 2-minute warning. It's also illegal touching. He went out of bounds. So, sorry guys. We're going to definitely accept that. 3rd and goal from the 6. Georgia trying to keep this shutout alive here. They've now passed a 2-minute warning. Rangel getting swarmed, and he's going to get sacked again. Rangel dealing with, he is taking some shots in this game. As that is a sack from Jamario Yates, who redshirted last year. Nice little bull rush move. Takes the sack. Now Oklahoma State is going to try to get some points on the board here. The kick is up, and it is good. 42-3. this game obviously not in doubt. Georgia will be able to just run out the clock here. But a really impressive win for Georgia to get things started. So we'll try to get, just hand the ball off a couple of times here. Glizny in the shotgun. It's a handoff to Branson. Branson. Just a gain of 3. Same formation, same play. Another carry to Branson. Gain of 5 there. Now we see Glenn Easy out here, likely to get the first carry of his career, and he does get it, and he's going to get a first down, and that will finish off the game. Georgia 42-3 in a top 10 matchup as they look to repeat as national champions. We'll go over the stats, we'll go over the top 25 scores, but a very, very impressive, emphatic win in this one. As before the starters got taken out, it was a 42-0 lead heading into the fourth quarter. Stockton 6 total touchdowns, 5 through the air. Again, not an explosive day passing, but the points were sure explosive. Take a look at some of these. That was a really nice throw there to Bell as they were blitzing up the middle. Anthony Evans gets down the sideline for a score here. Excellent start for Gunnar Stockton. Really could not have asked for more in his first career start. And we're going to make him the thumbnail. Obviously would also love to, gotten like KJ Bolden in there, but I think getting the first year starter at quarterback, I think is definitely a good call. I don't know what I don't want that. Sorry, it might take me a second, guys, trying to figure this out. Maybe we'll just do a little something like that. But yeah, I mean, really efficient. I'm worried about his deep passing accuracy. A couple of those passes were not close at all. But Stockton, 22 of 28, 196 yards through the air, 5 passing touchdowns. But Glizny 1 for 2, did throw an interception on a pass that was also not where I wanted it down the field. Rushing, got a little bit of everybody involved, right? ETN 12 for 71. Branson Robinson 7 for 52. Tobias 4 carries, 24. He feels really good. He does. I think he is. I think he's going to be a guy that we're going to have to utilize here. Stockton 12 yards on 2 scrambles and is another touchdown for him. Roger Robinson just 2 carries for 10 yards. Easy 1 for 6. Receiving, Anthony Evans 7 catches, 58 yards and a score. Dylan Bell 4 for 52 with 2 tutties. London Humphries 3 for 43 and a score. Easy 3 for 16 out of the backfield. Delp 3 for 28 and a score. ETN, not a good day out of the backfield through the air. Lucky did have 1 catch for 5 yards. Believe, yep, gave up just 1 sack. It was Monroe Freeling. So the backup right tackle. Leading tackle guy was Troy Bowles at 5. Allen Wilson, really good day from Christian Miller, Jalen Walker, and Damon Wilson. 3.5 tackles for loss for all 3 of those guys. Walker with a sack and a half, Wilson with 2.5, Yates with a sack, and then we had Tidd and Justin Williams combining for half sacks. Had KJ Bolden and Dalen Everett each get interceptions. Just a really, really bad day for Oklahoma State. I mean, they didn't push the ball down the field at all. 17 completions, just go for 105 yards. 2 interceptions for him. I mean, 4.5 yards per attempt. You know, it's hard to know whether or not it's just too bad of a matchup. If coming off the national championship game, I kept the sliders for a top 10 matchup, and it became a blowout. So we'll test this. But if I get on the road to UCLA and it becomes a game like this, then we'll officially make the jump to Heisman at that point. But Rangel, I mean, minus 27 yards. I mean, they totaled on the day for their offense 110 yards. So not a whole lot of positives. Freeman 5 catches for 30. I mean, just ain't really much to look at. They had some guys get a lot of tackles as we had the ball essentially the entire game. But Beeman definitely played well, I thought. Who had the interception for him? Ray. So a couple of guys here with tackles for losses. The sack goes to Jaleel Johnson, but yeah, I mean not a whole lot for Oklahoma State to show here in the season opener for them. So an impressive win for Georgia. Not the best look kind of for Puglizny. But Stockton I thought looked good. I am worried whenever we do eventually face a team where I need to take a shot. I worry about that deep accuracy because it was not good in that first game. So yeah, we'll advance. We'll go over the scores and we'll hop on out of here. But yeah, kind of wanted to show you guys a lot of the freshmen here as we are looking like we're going to be very solid in the recruiting early on here. Damon Wilson, SEC Defensive Player of the Week. Excellent start for him. We'll take on Charlotte in the next episode. But let's take a look at this top 25. So we obviously thought Oklahoma State, Oklahoma over Northern Illinois. We had Kansas State beating UCF in a close game. Penn State over Nevada in a close game. Michigan over New Mexico. NC State over East Carolina. Rutgers survives against Ohio. Tennessee goes on the road and loses a heartbreaker to Texas Tech. UCLA, who will be playing in a couple weeks, get beat at Ohio State 45-37. Utah over the Pandas. Syracuse upsets Miami. Alabama throttles what was probably a top 10 Florida State team 45-14. Kentucky over Toledo. Oregon on the road takes down Texas 34-31 in a heck of a game. First start for Arch Manning. Let's see what the stats were for that. We had Dante Moore with a really good game for Oregon. Arch Manning 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Did have a good game, but he did obviously make the mistake there. And let's finish it off with Boston College over UL Monroe. Clemson by 2 scores over LSU, and Arizona 31-20 over Hawaii. Hawaii's already at 0-2. Yeah, we'll hop out, and next time I see you guys, we'll take on Charlotte before the schedule ramps up again. If you like the content, like, subscribe, and check out the Tulane Dynasty that I also have running on the channel. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, peace.